myself so we can get going. Trying to get this thing right here. All right, we straight?
Everything is straight.
Okay, Black Power.
Black Power, definitely Black Power, man. Man, it's an honor to have you on the platform, brother.
Yes,
It really is. I would like for you to go ahead and just elaborate, on who you are, and we'll go from there.
Okay, to those who are in the listening audience, my name is let me get this, make sure it don't move here. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Let me just get all the
It
way.
ain't all right.
Let me just get it straight. Okay, yeah. My name is Malik Zulu Shabazz. I am an attorney. I fight police cases, and I am the chairman of the new Black Panther Party. I'm a student of Khalid Muhammad, and I have been in the liberation struggle for my people all my life. Many of you know me. And so I fight for my people, and I fight in the courtroom, and I fight all over the United States of America and the world for my people. And that's who I am. I'm a revolutionary, my brother. I'm a freedom fighter.
That's real. And the topic of this interview is being the new revolutionary. And since you said revolutionary, how did you get into being a revolutionary?
At Howard, well, I was born in a Black Muslim family. You read my book, the Book of Khalid. Here's a copy of it right here. You read my book, the Book of Khalid. They're gonna put it in the box in the chat chat room. If you read my book, the Book of Khalid, I'm born into a Black Muslim family, and they come from the Nation of Islam. And so then when I went to Howard University, there was an explosion of Black consciousness. I got involved in that, and I started linking up with Louis Farrakhan and Khalid Muhammad, the leaders of the Nation of Islam at that time. And so, being involved in the struggle at the time that rap was blowing up, like Public Enemy was bursting on the scene, Black Consciousness, KRS-One burst on the scene. I was into the music scene at Howard University, and I was into the political scene. And that's how I got into Black consciousness. It was through the Nation of Islam, it was through Howard University, and also it was also had to do with Black music. Black music woke me up also.
Indeed.
Not many people know it, but I do some of this right here.
Wow.
They don't know that part about Zulu,
That's exclusive right there.
DJ
Yeah, we
Zulu,
definitely
hold on. Look, I just got these right here. Hold on. I just got these. I just got to get the rest of the setup, but I just got these, feeling like the old days,
That's real right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you ain't playing.
Yeah, that's part of my background, though. The music is part of my background, brother. That's all I'm trying to say, and that's part of what helped wake me up. And that's why many people heard. They'll probably put it in the chat room. We got the Black Power Hip Hop Showcase in Atlanta on April 16th. The Black Power Hip Hop Showcase. And I got Bun B coming through. He got a new album out. Bun B is going to be my main person there. And I got 40 of the hottest new revolutionary Black Panther rappers coming from all over the country to Atlanta on April 16th. And they're going to put that in the chat room. So that's a little bit about me.
Hey, that what it is, and I definitely support that event. I've been promoting that on my Facebook and things of that nature. I think that's going to be a phenomenal event, you know, where you could get some black conscious rappers, you know, amongst each other, like-minded individuals around each other, you know, to, you know, kick a positive vibe at the end of the day. You
That's
know, so yeah, that being said, um, just so people get an understanding of you are the of the new Black Panther Party, not the Black Panther Party, because sometimes people get that confused, and I'm saying that because I'm from Chicago, you know, and somebody asked me, like, because I promoted the interview, somebody asked me like, hey, is he the Black Panther Party? And I'm like, yeah, he the new Black Panther Party. So, you know, it's a difference, correct?
There is a difference, but there are many similarities. Our website is blackpanthermovement.org, blackpanthermovement.org. And the new Black Panther Party has been around since 1989, which is the year that the founder of the Black Panther Party, Brother Huey Newton, died. And so the Black Panther Party from Huey Newton and Brother Bobby Seale, who we respect greatly, they were destroyed. Their organization was destroyed in around 1974 or 75 by the FBI and the US government. And so some brothers in the new Black Panther Party, they started it back in '89 in Dallas, Texas. And later on, Khalid Muhammad became the chairman. And then he died in 2001, and then I became the chairman. And then my good brother Hashim Nzinga from 2013 to 2020 was the chairman. Unfortunately, he passed. And so I'm back at the helm again. And the new Black Panther Party is growing strong all over America. We are in 50 cities, and we have many of the same type of sisters and brothers from in the 60s is the same type today. You know, same type of urban brothers who don't believe in turning the other cheek and believe in standing up for self-defense and being strong and being black. It's the same thing.
That's real. And with that being said, I do want to say that I acknowledge that you had a gang or organizational summit, and that's how, you know, that what made me really reach out to you, you know, because like I say, I'm from the South Side of Chicago. You know, it's a lot of violence going on, a lot of poverty going on, a lot of different things going on in our communities, and I think the message that you put out with that summit was that needs to be heard at the end of the day. You know, where you had different gangs coming together, you know, no violence going on. Everybody is building and talking on a positive level, and everybody trying to uplift the community. And it's not behind closed doors, it's in public. And I think that needs to be seen, and you're the one who put that together. So if you could just speak about the impact that had, if you could just speak about that a little bit.
Thank you so much for bringing up our gang summits, because one of the top works that we are engaged in, and our top focus is working on what they call gangs or street organizations. And we've had these gang summits in New York City and in Jacksonville and in Oklahoma. And we have a big national gang summit on Juneteenth weekend in Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi, that's June 18th. And we have the vice lords, all the vice lords, the almighty vice lords, the conservative vice lords, the insane vice lords, Crips from all over the country, or Bloods from all over the country, but none of them are coming to do harm to each other. They're all coming to say that we're tired of killing each other, and we're tired as gang members from slaughtering ourselves. And we want a better way for our future and our communities and our babies. And they want to be a part of the liberation struggle. So working among street organizations and gangs is big. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I know all about it. I've seen Crips, or what they call cripping, proliferate all over the country. I've seen blood proliferate all over the country. And we've seen a lot of lives been lost. But we are the new Black Panther Party is the group that they feel. It's the group that they respect. Because they're hard and we're hard. You know, they're strapped and we're strapped. Okay, and so we're the group that can get in amongst these gang members and help them to unite with the new Black Panther Party and other freedom organizations like the Huey P. Newton Gun Club and all of the new self-defense groups. You know, there's self-defense is spreading like wildfire. So on Juneteenth weekend in Mississippi, we're going to bring all of the street organizations with all of the self-defense organizations, with all of the strong Black leaders, and it's going to be a powerful explosion, not for war against each other, but for self-defense and peace, and also preparing for war that our enemy is planning against us, because our enemy is planning to wipe all of us out if we don't wake up fast.
That's definitely real, and I agree with that. So what wisdom or what knowledge are you giving the brothers and sisters in these urban communities, you know, to make them think, well, they need to come and see what you're talking about or come to the events? Like, what is the, you know, motivation behind them coming? You know, you got to be telling them something to, you know, make them change the way that they looking at things, you know, and want to participate.
Well, we got to organize. Our main message is no matter what problem it is in our community, that we have to organize. If we say brothers is that they're either illiterate or they don't know what they're talking about, or they're not woke, or they don't know what time it is, well, they need to come around us, because this is what we're doing. We're dropping knowledge and information that can wake our brothers up. And this kind of knowledge that we're giving out is steering them away from the penitentiary and the jailhouse and into a productive life. Not only knowledge, but we're encouraging brothers to go and get their education. Get your education. If you've messed up in high school, we got GED services we can link you into. We want you to get your either learn a skill, man, learn carpentry, learn trade, learn home repair, learn home improvement. If they trying to lock you down because you got a felony or something, well, there's another way where you can still get paid. And others, college students that is listening, students that is on the line. Well, we got a whole bunch of student revolutionaries, and I'm a former student revolutionary. We got to organize, my brother. Those here who may have at one point been into the Black Lives Matter situation. Well, even though we don't hear that much from Black Lives Matter, they believed in organizing. They believe in attacking the issues around police brutality, putting that pressure on that city councilman, putting that pressure on that police chief, putting that pressure on that mayor, putting that pressure on the United States government. That's what we believe in. We believe in stirring this system up that is oppressing us and letting them know that the destruction of the Black man and woman will not be tolerated. So there's many, you just want that positive Panther energy. You just want to be around brothers and sisters that want the betterment for their people and are not cooning, samboing, and jigabooing, you know? And that's what we're about. And for those that want my legal help, well, I'm an attorney at war, and I fight police cases all over the country. So, I mean, if you want some action against this enemy, if you want some knowledge, if you want to do something constructive with your life with constructive people, I say y'all come on around this Black Power movement and this new Black Panther Party. Yes, I do.
That's real, man. And so, with that being said, do brothers and sisters have to join the Black Panthers to be down with the movement? Like to be down with getting the knowledge and, you know, having you as a part of their legal aid? Do you have to be a Black Panther to, you know, have these things? Or is it included just us just being Black, like you say, Black Power movement? Is it just all Black people, period? Like,
that's a great question. I'm here, my brother, for all my people. And the new Black Panther Party is here for all of our people. My legal organization and my legal practice is for all Black people who would be victimized by police brutality. My workshops, my classes on, I teach on what Black people must know to survive police encounters. I teach workshops to all Black people, high school students. I teach it to colleges. I teach it to community groups. I teach what we need to know when dealing with the police. And it's not just for the Panthers. The Panthers may help me. Okay, so, for those that are listening, you stay tuned in with me. I teach you what to do when the police stop you in your car. I teach what to do when the police stop you on foot. I teach you what probable cause is. I teach what reasonable suspicion is. I teach you what to do when the police ask you, can they search you? As an attorney, I teach this to all my people. The new Black Panther Party serves all Black people, whether they become Panthers or not. Food drives, clothing drives. We have brothers right now that are on the Ukrainian border with Poland. They are at the Ukrainian border right now with Poland, helping to get people across that border, making sure that they got blankets, making sure they got finances, making sure they got food. All throughout Europe, we have men now on the ground in Europe. I'm talking about this new Black Panther Party. They're headed to South Africa. I'm sending a team to South Africa, and they are going there for a big mission and a big meeting with other African leaders in about a week or so. So we are, I know we got brothers and sisters from Africa here on the line. So all over the planet we are. Other things that we're doing, I know y'all gonna like this. And I'll be talking about it on my live show Thursday. On Thursday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, I want y'all to join my live show because the subject matter is Black folks, survival, and self-defense. Black folks, survival, and self-defense. And I got all of the leading gun trainers and the leading gun groups in America, the leading experts. And they are going to be on the show. And they're coming on with their AR-15s, and they're coming on with their AK-47s, and they're coming on with their 9mm, and they're coming on with their bug-out bags, their survival bags. And on my show, they're gonna talk about us and show us all we need to know about defending ourselves and surviving in the case of emergency. So what am I saying? You come to the new Black Panther Party, you can get trained on how to defend yourself, how to fight, how to use your weapons to defend yourself, and to organize your family and your neighbors to defend themselves. And this is what a lot of people are coming forth for. Expert professional training. Brother, even the gang members, they got guns, but they don't even know how to shoot. And they don't even know who to shoot. And so when you get trained so you can know how to shoot, and you got to get mentally trained so you can know who not to shoot. But in self-defense, you got to know if you got to shoot, who to shoot, and when to shoot. So that's what we're going into on Thursday. But that's what our program is about, man. I mean, we're warriors, but we're professionally trained warriors.
Hey, understandable. You dropped a lot of jewels with that. I wanted to ask you a question about your fear. Where did you get the fearlessness from? To push the way you push. What gave you that oomph? What gave you that confidence and that fearlessness to go against all the different elements that you're going against with, being a revolutionary in these Americas?
When I met Khalid Muhammad and Louis Farrakhan, I'm just a young college student and I don't know anything really about challenging fears, challenging systems, challenging enemies and opponents. And so as a young student, I met two men who were so strong and so bold. And once again, I talk about them in my book, the book of Khalid. It tells you how I became to lose fear. And so what my brother is in helping those men as a student while they were under attack from the U.S. government, while they were under attack from the newspapers, the TV, and everywhere they went, they were opposed. I learned what a strong black man is. And I learned how to stand up for truth and to speak truth to power and to believe in God and God alone. I learned it. And so as a law student, not too long after I met them, I became the subject of attack myself as a law student. And they were attacking me for supporting Farrakhan and Khalid Muhammad. And I stood up out of a belief in God. I stood up, and even though the law school and the whole Howard University, let me plug up here. Even though, my brother, I was threatened.
How are you?
I was threatened as a law student. Let me get this set up here right. I'm sorry.
Oh, good, bro.
Even though, my brother, I was threatened, right? I was threatened as a law student. I was threatened that I would never be able to graduate and become a lawyer. I was threatened that if I didn't back down from what I was doing, that I would be destroyed because of my belief in my mentor. I don't know why it keeps blanking out right now. But anyway, we're going to get it in. I have to just keep tapping it or something. So, I'm sorry. Just bear
it's okay, man.
Bear with me. Bear with me.
I'm with you. It's a pleasure having you on the platform.
Yes,
it's a lot of young brothers who want to hear the jewels you dropping.
Here I go. Here I go. Okay, so the bottom line to it is, my brother, is when everything I had was threatened, and even when my parents was on my back, and the university was on my back, and some of my colleagues was on my back, I stood up for what I knew to be the truth, and I was victorious. All my critics who said I would be destroyed were proven wrong. Not only did I graduate law school on time, despite heavy opposition. I mean, I'm all in the newspapers on my college campus. I'm on TV. Everybody's on my back and on the back of my mentors. I graduated on time, and I passed my bar exam on the first time in several states. And I've gone on to be very successful in life. You know, I would be remiss to say that I'm successful in life, but I've taken a very militant stance that people would say, well, you can't do that and be successful. But I've been successful, and so I have to say that that's why I believe and I know that there's a God, because you don't stand up to white racism, white police, organize the new Black Panthers, and upset white society like myself, and still keep right on rolling unless you know there's something about the scripture where it say the Lord is my shepherd.
Hey, with that being said, can you give a little insight on what's going on with the brothers over there in Ukraine? Are they still are the people who are melanated still having a problem with going to other areas and other countries? Or because from what I heard, the black people wasn't being let on the trains, and and if they were the last people to get on, and it's a lot of black people who just kind of being looked over, I should say, by the other races.
That's right.
So can you give a little insight on what's going on the ground there in Ukraine?
Absolutely. Let's talk about the Ukraine, which is right next to Russia, and Russia claims ownership of the Ukraine, and everybody right now is upset because Russia has attacked the Ukraine. Well, in the process of the Russians, who are white, attacking the Ukrainians, who are also white, the Ukrainians have been seen kicking and beating and brutalizing black people who were students from Africa who are just trying to leave the country. Even though they are being pounded by Russia, they were exposed pounding black people. And that lets you know that it's a rough situation for us as a people. It's true that they were not treating them right. And it is also true that in the Ukraine, that there are some people who have what they call Nazi ideology, a white supremacist, racist ideology. And that comes out when black people are being kicked and they're being beaten. You see it coming out. And so, you know, we got to learn how to just survive as black people, is what I'm trying to say. When the president of Russia or Putin talking about he might launch some nuclear weapons over here, that's a battle between him and America. But guess what? Our babies might be affected. So our position as leaders and organizers is we gotta be prepared for survival. We gotta have survival supplies. We gotta be prepared to live on our own in the wilderness for 30 or 60 days. That we gotta have we gotta prepare for the defense of our families, because we can't depend on white society to do that for us. We send people to help our brothers and sisters in the Ukraine because we can't just lay back and say, well, we're gonna depend on the white European to take care of African people. If we don't get around and help African people, nobody will. So I want to say shout out to the group I Love Black People with Sinclair Skinner. I Love Black People. They are on the ground also in Poland and on the ground in Belarus and on the ground with cars and vehicles like the Panther Party, helping to serve and to rescue black people. Yes, sir.
And I take my hat off to them brothers and sisters who risking their life over there. Yes, because I know, because I know them Russian people, you know, the Nazi-minded brothers over people. I ain't gonna call them brothers, but the people over there don't want people from other places coming in to help the melanated people. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because if they wanted people to help them, they would help them and help them brothers get where they need to go, and help them sisters and them babies get to where they need to go at the end of the day. You know, you being in the music field, you being into the music, how do you feel about all of the narratives that's being promoted in the hip hop industry? You know, how do you feel when you turn on the news and you see another rapper dead, or you see another rapper in prison? You know, like, how do you internalize that? You know, how do you perceive that?
Same thing as when we saw Tupac killed in 1996. Same thing as when we saw Biggie killed a few years later. It hurts. It's sad. You know, but we love the rappers. We want to say that first, that you know, that this generation is one of the best that we ever produced, and that the rappers are our hope. They are our champions. They are our ear to our people, and we want to work with them. You know, we're not on a mission. We're not like C. Dolores Tucker. We're not on a mission to crush all rappers. We just want them to understand. We just want a better relationship with the rappers right now. And so, you know, we trying to reduce the violence in hip hop. We don't want to see our young stars gunned down, dead, and killed. And we don't want to see them rapping in a way that it leads to our complete destruction. Yes, we have to keep it real. We have to keep it real about what's happening in the hood. But it's also real that the police are killing us, and that as much as we talk about busting shots and Glocks on sisters and brothers, I need to hear some on these records, some busting shots and Glocks on some others that are killing us. You know what I mean? While they're rapping about killing each other and going insane, I also need them to talk about how we are getting crushed and what we're going to do about the Ukraine. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to just get into the mind of the brothers and sisters and let them know that that rap music and music can change the world. You know, that's why we have the hip hop showcase in Atlanta, April 16th. That's why New Black Panther Party is developing a team of rappers, man, because music can change the world. We want a cultural revolution, a musical revolution, a social revolution, a whole change of mind and a change in way of life.
Are there a lot of black lawyers like yourself?
There are plenty of black lawyers, from all the way to the top. Some of the most famous, Attorney Ben Crump, whom I know, Lee Merritt, who I know. Lee Merritt, who I know, Attorney Donald Temple, my mentors, Greg Latimer, those in Black Lawyers for Justice, plenty of great black lawyers. Also, it's ones that we don't know, ones that are that are criminal attorneys fighting cases every day, just brothers and sisters that are just out here working as attorneys. And these days, I'm happy to see that the black attorney is given a fair chance, that people are giving the black attorney a fair chance. And I want to say in conclusion, because I got to run, is that we need more black lawyers. We need more brothers to go to law school. I think y'all see reason. We need y'all. Go to law school. It can be a important career, a profitable career, and it can be a career that is on the front line for justice. All I saw at Howard University Law School was black women in law school, dominating the law schools. So we need brothers to go to law school. We need lawyers, but we need revolutionary lawyers. We need brothers to go on and to not get caught up in the brick selling game, but to go on to college. Go on to college, please. Get that degree. Get that graduate degree. Get your school, and don't be a fool. Sounds typical, but it's true. We need revolutionary students. We need revolutionary business people, revolutionary engineers, revolutionary science and technology, STEM persons. They're coming all from Africa. Our sisters and brothers dominating in STEM, dominating in STEM, dominating in engineering, all the way from Africa, all the way in America. Let's get our education. Let's get our vocation. Let's work with our hands. All cities across America, brothers, the brown man is making a killing. He's making a killing renovating and remodeling homes and drywalling and painting and doing all those things. They're making a killing everywhere because all of these cities are being renovated, but it's being taken by the brown man and the white man instead of being rebuilt and developed by the black man. But these are some of the things we are doing. We are developing land, as I conclude. We are developing land in the Panther Party. We do have lawyers and fighting on the front lines. We are over there in the Ukraine fighting for our people. And so I just say, brother, you just stay tuned to us. And we'll be right here. My text, I'm going to give out a number. They should put it in the chat room. They can text 202-699-1046, 202-699-1046. And you talk to me and find out more about this movement for training, movement for education, movement for building up and defending black people and defending black women. And as I conclude, I am the one that went in and bodied fresh and fit. I'm talking about Uncle Fresh and Uncle Fit when they were dogging out black women and saying how they didn't like black women and they didn't want black women and they only wanted white women or non-black women. I am that man. And so I'll be on Instagram on Thursday. I'll be on Instagram on Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern. And you tune on in. We're going to be talking more of this kind of strong black talk. I appreciate you, my brother.
I appreciate you. I know you got a lot of things to do. I appreciate you coming on the platform, dropping the wisdom. And I know for a fact that we done motivated somebody you know, so they can be the new revolutionary, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, so they can, you know, do their part and what needs to be done and taking back, you know, what's justly ours at the end of the day, you
Yeah.
know, which is freedom, justice, and equality. You know, with that being said, thank you very much. This will be on Flacco Santana TV on YouTube, and I'll tap in with you later. Black Power, brother.
Black Power, Flacco Santana. Tune in to Flacco Santana because he's on point. Black Power.
Black Power, brother.